Listen, man. Damon know what was going on at the freak offs, man. Damon Dash know what was going on at them freak offs, man. But we not talking about that today, man. What we talking about is the war between him and Steve Stoute in a smack heard around the world 20 years ago. Here's Steve Stoute asked about that smack.
To a question. This is a real question. I don't want to stir up no shit.
Yeah, there's no problem, man.
It's a real question. Jay-Z's partner, former partner, Dame Dash. What's going on with Dame?
On the Dame side, you have friends that you grew up with, man, and as you pivoted and as you grew, they couldn't jump the fence anymore. They couldn't jump the next fence. They couldn't go. And it don't look good. It ends bad. This ends really bad. The man's, it's embarrassing, actually. It goes from a point where, whatever, ha 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 ha, rap beef, you didn't make it, you're not that guy, to your teeth is falling out.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, your teeth are falling out. You're lying to your teeth and your teeth are falling out. You're trying to create and muster animosity with anybody to create some momentum around some bullshit. You're trying to sell a master and sell a chain with it like people are children. I want to get the chain for $10 million. Are you serious, dog? And then you're running around giving people financial advice like you're the OG. You're not the OG.
Yeah, I mean, it's about.
You can't be giving people bad advice and run around being the OG.
Wow.
Don't do this. I'm broke because all I do is invest in myself. And no, you're broke because you made bad investments in yourself. Come on.
Because he said he slapped you over $18,000. He said,
No.
I can get a.
Dame, over $18,000, Dame and I had an altercation, right? We had two altercations. We were in an office at Sony, not at Sony, at his record, we were in the same building. There was 10 guys in the room, I was by myself, and we got into an altercation. No doubt. Yelling, fighting, whatever. About 2 years later, I seen him. We were on the same street, and it was him by himself. He had two girls with him. I went to step to him. This man pushed the girl in front of me and took off running. The girl he pushed in front of me falls and then sues me. The insurance company pays out her just to not even have lawyers. They just write, just approve it, Steve. They don't even tell me. They just settle, whatever it is they settle is, $30,000 or some bullshit for nothing. He pushed the girl faking to fall on the floor, my ankle, all the bullshit. About 5 hours after that, we're at Kanye's party, and the girl walks up to me and tells me, "You don't remember me?" I'm like, "No." A girl walks up to me and tells me, "You don't remember me?" I'm like, "No." She says, "I was the girl who sued you. The money that you gave us, we used to settle out in LA, to move out to LA, thank you." Wow. That's his woman now. So we've always had a thing with each other. What do you want me to say, man? He's in bad shape. He's been in bad shape for a long time. He's not tough. I'm not saying I'm tough. I certainly was not running and doing fucking jumping jacks in the street to get the cops to stop and then have some girl sue me. I didn't do no bullshit like that, But that's him, man. That's him.
Now, of course, being a Dame's name was brought up and he was spoken about. He was very mad. So, he decided to take the Instagram live with his teeth in and discuss this.
Steve Stoute dude still talking about. And you have to think to yourself, why would this dude that has some United Masters, he's doing his own thing, why is he doing interviews talking about me smacking him, 20 years ago? And to me, there just must be an agenda. There must be a conversation like, yo, you got to go out there. You got to go talk shit about him. I understand that I would be aggravated if somebody smacked me too. But he's making up stories. He's lying. He said that I ran from him. And of course that's going to trigger me because that's ridiculous. I would run from him and Rocky was there. So it's like, I'm like, damn, why are these guys talking about me? There must be a conversation and an agenda to try, or I must have some people shook because I might have something that someone doesn't have. You know? And, you know, I'm not the kind of guy that lets somebody smash me on the head with a bottle and then go take a picture with him a couple of years ago like he did. I'm just not that guy. Steve got hit in the head with a bottle. And then he sued the person that hit him in the head with a bottle. And then that very person he takes pictures with and hangs out with and still cool with. And I'm sure you could squash certain things, but I'm just saying I'm just not really cut from that kind of cloth. I don't know why everybody wants to send certain people. There's certain people that always are defending certain people and talking about me. And I know that they're sent to do it. And Steve Stoute's one of those, will do anything anybody tells him for $1, hate his culture. And I just want to know who sent you, but you're making it obvious. And why you won't leave me the f*** alone. You know what I mean? Yeah, Steve Stoute saying that I ran from him. That's the funniest shit in the world. In front of my girl. The lies on TV is like, I'm going to say something. Why would you do that? Again, I'm doing so bad. Drop a network, Steve Stoute. Let's do that competition. Let's do the drop a network competition. Let's do that. Yeah, they gotta put some respect on my name. What's wrong with you?
Listen, the only thing I'm gonna say is when it comes to Dame Dash, like, why is you talking about me? You got your own stuff going on, and all this chatty pat. All Dame really do. He's the guy who invented the term chatty patty. He put it out. He probably didn't invent it, but to the world, he's the person who put that out there, bro. And listen, all he do is go on other podcasts and talk about niggas for the most part. Like, you see, less than 5 months ago, he was just talking about Steve Stoute, but not just talking about him. He was talking about the smack on a podcast. But when Steve Stoute gets asked a question about Dame Dash, now, why is you talking about me? You still stuck on something that happened 20 years ago. Bruh, we just gonna forget the fact that you talk about the fucking Rockefeller breakup from 20 years ago every time they sit you down in front of a camera? We gonna forget about that? But not only that, you just talked about this same man that you asked, why is you talking about me? Somebody sending him. Well, who sent you to talk about that nigga 5 months ago? Anyways, man, that's all I got for you, man. Let me know your thoughts, Mouth.